Hobbs and Shaw, like I said before, just came out a week ago, and somebody who's also in the Fast and the Furious franchise, Tyrese Gibson, who I like his character in the Fast and the Furious franchise. He's not my favorite, actually. Like The Rock, he's my favorite, but I think he's a pretty funny character. So, this is before, say, a year ago, right? I believe when they started discussing about doing a spin-off, he started to get very butthurt about them doing a spin-off movie, and then the whole Vin Diesel, The Rock drama, and then the Tyrese Gibson, The Rock drama. It was just absolutely insane, and then the video of him crying, it was insane, and just idiotic, to be honest, to say the least. Which, by the way, I don't know if you got, just to go off on a little bit of a tangent, but it's related to this topic. Did you? There's this thing that came out where the actors were arguing about how many punches their characters were getting in this franchise. I'm like, come on, really? I mean, there's so many other issues that you're talking about. How many punches your character is taking in these movies? I mean, come on, that is utterly ridiculous. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. So he started rambling how like this movie was a failure and so on and so forth. I mean, you guys can search up the comments. I mean, it's moronic to say the least. I mean, dude. This guy is not Tom Cruise, all right? I mean, even if he's Tom Cruise, I mean, he's not a guy who has multiple successful franchises. I mean, other than the Fast and the Furious franchise, what else is he known for? That Four Brothers movie with Mark Wahlberg? That's about it. I mean, look, like I said before, I like him in this franchise, but it's not even his franchise in the first place. I mean, he has no place in saying this stuff about the franchise. And by the way, Hobbs and Shaw has made almost $200 million already in 1 week. It's just absolutely incredible. I mean, obviously it doesn't match up against the other Fast and the Furious movies, but this is what they're projecting. It's also what I was kind of thinking. And I mean, it's a success. It's going to be a successful movie either way, and I think it deserves it because it was definitely a fun movie. But he has no place in talking about a movie that it's in his franchise. And by him talking trash to this movie, people are going to be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go see this movie. Or maybe in any of the next Fast and the Furious movies, which might even impact him. And then The Rock's going to be like, jokes on you. Now, to be honest, if I were a producer, I'd be like, I don't want this guy. I mean, if he's going to be talking trash about his own franchise, I am not having him on my franchise, because this is not the word of mouth I want. And especially Universal, when you have a movie out right now, you have one of your actors who's in the same franchise, like I've said a million times, talking trash about your franchise. I mean, no, absolutely no. And for a franchise that is about family, sure, has some family issues now. It's absolutely... Oh my goodness, it's like really, it's insane. Now look, I mean, what's Universal gonna do about this? Probably nothing, because history has proven that they did nothing before when he opened his mouth, but he's exactly like his character in the Fast and the Furious franchise, and somebody said maybe he's a character's actor. Who knows? But, I mean, absolutely idiotic comments. It's dumb. Absolutely dumb.